Today I'm going to show you how to cook scrambled eggs, and the first thing I'm going to do is turn this sticky pan, like it's just a normal pan without Teflon or anything on it, made out of stainless steel. I'm going to show you how to make that into a non-stick pan. So the first thing I'm going to do is turn up the element to high, and then I'm going to put in a little bit of oil. I'm going to put in a bit of oil, just a little bit, right? That much, tiny wee bit. And then the next thing is to let that oil get really, really hot. I'm going to spread it all over the pan. Wait till it gets really hot and spread it all over the pan, and then when you can see smoke coming off it, I'll show you what to do next. Right, so that's starting to heat up, and then I can spread it round easier. Do you see? So we're just wanting to make a thin layer on the whole bottom. I'll just use my... You can see the quality of the oil is changing. Can you see it's making little spaces and it's getting hotter? So the quality of the oil is changing. Now I'm using extra virgin olive oil, and I use coconut oil or beef dripping to cook in. I never use canola oil or any of those cheap big bottles of cheap oil from the supermarket. They're just not really good for you. See how it's going all sort of squishy, flushy? You see how that's changing, and hopefully we'll see some smoke coming up off that soon. There it goes. Can you see that? Can you see the smoke coming up? It's a bit hard, but I can see smoke. So it's smoking now, right? So at this point I'm going to turn off the thing completely before my smoke alarms go off, and I'm going to grab some paper towel, a couple of squares, and I'm just going to completely just make sure that's all everywhere first. Whew, smoky, alright. Now I'm going to take it off the heat and wipe all that oil out. And that will have made my pan non-stick. Now to cook scrambled eggs, you don't want it too hot. So here I have everything I need for scrambled eggs. I've been out and I've got some parsley from my garden, so I like parsley in it. So I've got this parsley, and I'm just going to take the stalks off, unless you don't mind the pieces of stalk in there. I like parsley and pepper in my scrambled eggs. It makes it really nice, and I don't like a lot of things in my scrambled eggs, to be honest. I don't like anything like cheese or stuff like that. So I'm just going to chop this up into little fine bits. Next I'm going to put my eggs here. I'm just making sure. And then the one very important thing that I've found that makes scrambled eggs better and to set better and everything is to add some milk. So I don't have a measurement for how much milk to add, but what I'm going to do here is just put a bit like that. Can you see? So it's kind of, maybe a drop more, not too much. See, there's not very much gone out of the bottle. You can see that. Now, that's pretty simple. Now I'm just going to whip the eggs together. Oops, I better not forget the pepper. I like a lot of pepper in my eggs. I've got because I love pepper. I'm a bit mad on pepper. But I think eggs taste best when you keep them simple. So pepper and parsley. And I wouldn't be going to add spices and all sorts of other things, because what we're making here is scrambled eggs. We're not making anything else. You can add eggs to all sorts of recipes and put all sorts of flavours, but for scrambled eggs, just want to keep it very, very simple. So that looks about right. Now what the pepper does is actually breaks down the egg a little bit. Right, so here's the pan that we made into a grease-proof pan before. I'm just going to turn it on to back on to about 4, so that it's about just under halfway heated. And then I'm going to add some butter. Butter's a really good fat. It's very good for you. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. It was given a bad rap, but all of that's being disputed these days. So now, the thing with butter I wanted to tell you is that butter has a very low smoke point, so you don't want to you can use oil in some places, but butter will go brown really quickly. So if you're frying in butter, remember that you can't let it get too hot or it'll burn. You can get oil a lot hotter than butter, so that's just right. I've taken it off the heat. So now I'm going to add my egg mixture, and hopefully it'll be non-stick. It'll turn out to be non-stick. Now see how that's starting to sizzle already around the sides? And I'm going to take my parsley, put it in there. Now, it's cooking underneath, so what you do is you want to drag see how it's not sticking? That's so great. You want to drag the cooked part and let the raw part cook under. Now I'm going to turn that straight off already. You can use this sort of method for omelettes as well. So the ring is turned off now. Eggs are very, very, very fast to cook. I'm going to flip that. It's starting to smell great already. Now, that didn't take long. Essentially that is cooked. And I'm just going to let it sit there in its own heat for a minute, just to set and finish cooking. And that'll be set and it'll be ready to eat. It didn't take much. Do you see how the pan turned out non-stick? So it's still a tiny little bit of rawness. I might just look at that pan. Stuck a little tiny bit, but essentially that's ready to eat now. You hear that? I wish you could smell it. It smells so good. And I'm going to eat it for my breakfast. Yum yum.